Have you ever heard of the African samurai? This isn't a myth or a movie plot. It's the true story of a man who shattered every convention of his time. Imagine this. Feudal Japan, a land of shoguns and samurai, where outsiders were a rarity. Suddenly a man appears, towering over everyone, with skin like ink. His name was Yasuke, and his journey from a foreign land to the inner circle of the most powerful warlord in Japan is one of history's most incredible tales. So, who is this enigmatic figure? The exact origins of Yasuke are shrouded in mystery, with historians suggesting he came from Mozambique, Ethiopia, or even South Sudan. What we know for sure is that in 1579, he arrived in Japan in the service of an Italian Jesuit missionary named Alessandro Valignano. But Yasuke was no ordinary attendant. He stood at an estimated 6 feet 2 inches tall, a giant in a time when the average Japanese man was just over 5 feet. His strength was said to be that of 10 men. When Yasuke arrived in the capital, Kyoto, his appearance caused an absolute sensation. The chronicles of the time describe how people clamored to see him, climbing on top of each other, with some even being crushed in the crowds, just to get a glimpse of this towering man with dark skin. The commotion was so intense that it caught the attention of the most feared and ambitious daimyo of the era, Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga, a unifier of Japan known for his embrace of Western culture and technology, was fascinated. He summoned Yasuke to his castle. At first, Nobunaga was skeptical. He could unbelieve that a person's skin could naturally be so dark and ordered Yasuke to be stripped and scrubbed, thinking it was ink. When he realized it was Yasuke's natural skin color, Nobunaga was utterly amazed and deeply impressed. He wasn't just impressed by Yasuke's appearance, but by his intelligence and strength. Yasuke could speak some Japanese, and he and Nobunaga spent hours in conversation. Nobunaga admired his powerful physique and his dignified character. It wasn't long before Nobunaga did something unprecedented. He took Yasuke into his service, not as a servant, but as a warrior. Yasuke was given his own residence, a ceremonial katana, and the rank of samurai in honor, almost unheard of for a foreigner, let alone one from Africa. Yasuke became a trusted member of Nobunaga's inner circle, a personal bodyguard and a valued retainer. Can you imagine the sight? Yasuke clad in samurai armor, fighting alongside Nobunaga's forces. He wasn't just a ceremonial figure, he was a true warrior. He fought in pivotal battles, including the assault on Iga province. He was a weapon bearer for Nobunaga, a position of immense trust, and was often invited to dine with the warlord, a privilege granted to very few. Yasuke wasn't just a curiosity. He was a respected and integral part of Nobunaga's court. He had earned his place through strength, loyalty, and character. But this golden era was not to last. In 1582, Nobunaga was betrayed by one of his own generals, Akechi Mitsuhide, in what is known as the Hanaji incident. Mitsuhide's forces surrounded the temple in Kyoto where Nobunaga was staying. Outnumbered and with no hope of escape, Nobunaga was forced to commit seppuku, the ritual suicide of a samurai, and who was by his side until the very end. Yasuke, he fought valiantly to defend his lord against the overwhelming odds. Following Nobunaga's death, Yasuke joined Nobunaga's son, Nobutada, in a last-ditch effort to hold off the traitor's army. They were ultimately defeated, but Yasuke's fate took another strange turn. Instead of being executed, as was common for defeated warriors, Yasuke was captured by Akechi's forces. Akechi, however, dismissed him. He reportedly said that Yasuke was a beast and not truly Japanese, and therefore didn't deserve the honor of a samurai's death. He was sent back to the Jesuit missionaries. It was a bizarre end to his samurai career, a decision that likely saved his life but stripped him of his hard-won status. After this, the historical records of Yasuke simply vanished. We don't know what happened to him. Did he leave Japan with the Jesuits? Did he remain living out his days in obscurity? His story fades back into the mists of history, leaving us with more questions than answers. But what a story it is. Yasuke's journey is a powerful testament to the human spirit's ability to transcend boundaries of race, culture, and origin. In a rigidly structured society, he rose to a position of incredible honor and prestige based on his own merit. He wasn't just the black samurai. He was a samurai, full stop. A man who earned the respect of one of Japan's greatest leaders and carved his name into the annals of history against all odds. His story challenges our perceptions of the past and reminds us that history is far more diverse and fascinating than we often taught. The legend of Yasuke continues to inspire people today, appearing in books, anime, and games. He represents the ultimate outsider who not only found a place but excelled, proving that honor and strength know no color. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the past. If you found the story of Yasuke as incredible as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into hidden history. Let me know in the comments what you think happened to Yasuke after he disappeared from the records. See you next time.